Clara version foundation to floor level, no noise in the background. So, guys, this is how it all started after getting the land. We started with a profiling, and then they went into digging. The digging probably took about 2 days, maybe, right? So, I'm not giving actual timeline on everything, but yeah, those that I remember right now, I'll say it, and then if you want to know any more, you can put a comment below, and we will provide it. Actually, look on the actual paper and provide it because we wrote a lot of things down. So they did the digging, and then after the digging, they put concrete on it. In the holes, I'll say, and then they put rebars in it. And we did this in the raining season, guys. I mean, like they said, you have the money, you don't want to keep it on you, right? So you just want to send the money as they do. So it was kind of like raining season, yeah. So we kept sending the money bit by bit. Because if you keep the money on you, right, and you're waiting for like a perfect time, like not a rainy season, it's going to take like 3 months or, something. And the money is going to be on you. Trust me. It's like it can do something. The money will do something else, because I mean, if money on you and there is something else, you need something else, probably not really needed, but just because you have the money, you're going to use it. But if you had sent it, it would have done something. So we thought about we keeping the money on us and then putting into another thing that probably we don't even need, but just because we have the money on us, we just, use it. We say, you know what, let's try and do this. So the reason I'm saying this story is because with the raining season, it kind of cost us a little, because one of the foundation walls that they did broke. Not a whole lot, but I just want to put it out there. It broke, so we had to, rebuild it. So, anyways, with the process, so they did a digging, they did the concrete work, they did the rebars, right, on the concrete, and then they have something they call mat, for the pillars, and so they put the pillars on top of the mat, and then they put additional concrete on it. And because this is a story building, so from the get-go we told them it was a story building. I mean, they had a building plan. What am I even talking about? They had a building plan. So it went deeper. They dig in, like, kind of like, the holes, the trenches. Now I'm saying the right thing, I think. So the trenches went deeper, right? Right. So right here, what you're seeing is part of the foundation, and they built it very high, so it went even deeper, and they also raised it very high. So guys, you won't believe this, but the filling, you won't believe the amount of trips that we used for this filling. It was a whole lot. If you want to know the amount of filling we used, please put in the comment below, and then we will let you know, because it was a whole lot. You can't believe it, right? So, but we're happy we did it, you know. Um, so, so right after the filling, they again put they call it German concrete. That's what they did. So the mason actually gave us the option, whether actually my mom was the one that said, why don't you do German concrete? Because then with that, you're able to see your work than to spend money in the whole concrete on the whole surface, but if we do the concrete, the German concrete, with that they can just do the trenches concrete and then lay the blocks, and it gives us some excitement seeing the blocks come up like that. That was really excited, like it was really excited. I was really happy, and they was very, very happy too. So it coming up this way, we were so happy with all of that. So yes, we try it. So yeah, so little by little, we kept sending, buying blocks, buying cement. So the total blocks we purchased for this was about 3,500 blocks, actually 6 inches. Again, because it's story building, so they start with a 6 inches. So that was 3,500, and the cement was probably like 60 to 70 bags, I believe, something like that. Right. And it was going 9 foot, 9 foot high. Um, we actually wanted even higher than that, but the mason said that if they do the floor concrete, it would go a step higher. So we said, okay. Um, and also the foundation was high already. So we said, okay, that's okay. So then afterwards, they started with the pillars. So that's when the carpenter was putting the boards up there and pouring the concrete into it. So it holds, both corners together. So like that, if it rains, it wouldn't break a wall, because if the walls are all held together with the pillars, if it rains, it wouldn't. For some reason, it rains at our place a lot. I'm not sure if it's because it's closer to the mountain or something, but yeah, it rains a lot, really a lot. So yeah, so we quickly had to do that. So at this point, before they started doing the concrete on the floor, I personally wanted the floor to be done first. So I asked the mason why we couldn't, do the concrete do the floor first. But then he gave me the explanation that because we wanted the high ceiling, and then the floor was only sand and all that. If we do that first, we might not have the true height of the ceiling. And secondly, it also, we have to buy more bamboos, because then it has to be longer than it will usually be. And then another explanation, he said, because the floor is not concreted, it might have some soft spots that, when they put the bamboos on, some will go down, some will go up, and so it's always safer to do the concrete first, so at least you have a firm concrete to set your bamboos on, to hold the boards, the plywoods up there firmly. So that is the reason why they had to do the concrete first. I was so much in a hurry to see the floor done. I was so much in a hurry because like all the money was going on the ground, man. I want to see something up there. But anyways, it looks like building is a process. It's like sometimes they can't just jump from one thing to the other. They have to just, do go through the process and get it right. So at the end of the day, we had to do what we had to do. We did it, and we were happy. So then after this, it got dried. I think it took like 4 days. Yes, they left it for 4 days before they started the flu process. That's when the carpenter came in and set up the boards on top there. And yeah, yeah, I think they started with the windows first. So yeah, they started with the windows first, and then it's like that was all part of the flow process that they came in to do. So as soon as the floor was dry, gave it 4 days, they came to start it, the carpenter work. And then after the carpenter work, they continue with the flow. The flow with the boards and the plywoods and all those things, the bamboos and all that. I personally wanted us to do it like half, like purchase half of the plywoods, purchase half of the boards and all that, because they were so expensive. gosh, I wasn't expecting that at all. You know, how much expensive they were. So I was trying to, cut cost. So like let's buy half of it, flow half, and then use the same board. Take it after like 21 days to say, take it and then go flow the other one. But all the workers were saying that it could be very expensive when it comes to labor. How much they're gonna charge you for the half, and then how much they're gonna charge you again for the other half. It will be more than putting all together. It will be more than you buying the plywood, so they do it once and for all. So we ended up buying plywoods, and I swear it was a lot of plywoods, a lot of boards, the 2x4s, and a lot of bamboos. That was a lot. Yeah, that I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm not trying to make it look like it's impossible because we did it, you know, but that was a lot. Period. You know. So, anyways, we went through. But before that, after the boards. No, after that, not before. So after that, the electrician came to do, all our the pipe works, and then the plumber also came to do the pipe works. Yeah, our electrician, we love him. His name is John. So all these artisans, if you wanna if you like what you're seeing and you want to talk to them, you want to know them, just comment below. Give us, you know, tell us, and we will let you have the numbers because we're so much pleased with the work that they did. Very, very pleased. With amount of cement that went in, with the blocks, with everything in there, right? So right here, I would say the the black plastic thing on the boards are plastics. They're like rubber, right? Yeah, so they prevent rain from getting on the boards because it takes some time. The woodwork really takes some time. I didn't expect it to take that long. I thought it was gonna take like 2 weeks, but man, it took around like more than almost 2 months, if I'm not exaggerating, probably even more. I know it took a long time. I know it did. It really took a very long time for them to finish because it was a lot of work. And we also put in some little designs here and there, so that was also taking their time. So yeah, they did it. They did it. Now, after the plumber and the electrician's work, they started with the concrete work. Actually, I thought it was gonna take a day because we were gonna use machine, but no, it took him 3 days. Even though they were using machine to do that, it still took them 3 days to do it. So, and the machine makes it faster and easier, and that's even when it took 3 days. So, guys, there's only one thing I'll leave you with today. If we have been able to do it up to this point, you can do it. So, whatever you have in your mind, please don't wait. Don't wait a second and think about it. Just start it. However, your strength is going to come from, where the money is going to come from, once you start, you will be amazed what can come your way, or what things can be coming your way, just so you can, you know, get through whatever you started. So believe in yourself and get things started. Don't wait. Okay, guys. All right, so please subscribe to our channel because we will be so happy if you do. We want to create a family and keep sharing what we have. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna continue somewhere next month. Hopefully, so whatever goes on that, we will make like a weekly, report to you guys, so please subscribe.